With an estimated cost of $25 billion and a capacity of pumping 30 billion cubic meters of liquefied natural gas annually, the ambitious Nigeria-Morocco gas pipeline is being positioned as an alternative gas route to Europe from the heart of Africa at a time of heightened global energy uncertainty. While a final investment decision on the project is still in the works, some investors like the United Arab Emirates, the OPEC Fund, the European Investment Bank and others have pledged financial commitments.
This initiative is great. Sending it to Morocco, Morocco now understands how to use its affinity and closeness to Europe. From Morocco to Europe, probably 20 minutes. So Morocco is now becoming a very big attraction, big commercial attraction for Europe and MENA.
And because it is also a project that cuts across 13 African countries, it is expected that African funding will also be put on the table. So the Afrexim of this world, the AFC of this world, the ADB of this world, those are all African financing, development financing institutions who will be required to pitch in into a financing like this.
But financing alone may not be enough. At the heart of the project is a question of gas supply and whether Nigeria can consistently deliver volumes at scale.
We don't have sufficient infrastructure to deliver gas to our own domestic economy. So it's frankly, even though it's a good idea, none of this really makes any sense until we get serious about making the necessary investments in infrastructure, making the necessary upstream investments in development of non-associated and associated gas to be able to fulfill our domestic obligations as well as our export aspirations.
As part of its Decade of Gas initiative to harness much of its 200 trillion cubic feet of proven natural gas reserves, Nigeria is ramping up investments in the country's gas sector. The government says it aims to unlock as much as $20 billion in new investments from 70 priority gas projects over the next few years.
Our gas production has also increased from about 6.5 million standard cubic feet to about over 7 billion standard cubic feet per day. So I think some of those are underpinned by very structural changes. We're also expecting to pull in additional investment, significant investment. We're expecting more investment decisions to come through.
Security is also a major challenge for the project. Large sections of the pipeline will run across regions affected by political instability and insurgency. But partners are undeterred by the challenge.
Even in countries where there are insecurity-related issues, these kind of discussions could still hold, in which the parties will deal with, even if it is warlords that are in those countries, will deal with those warlords to let them realize that, look, even you, as a warlord, your country needs this gas. Apart from that, this gas is a stabilizing factor across several countries, all the way into Europe, where it is leading into.
Construction of the pipeline is expected to begin after the final investment decision, with a completion date of 2046. Nigeria is counting on the project to help it monetize its huge gas reserves and reduce current massive flaring. Should the project come to fruition, the country would effectively be on the path to energy security. DG Badimasi, CGTN, Lagos, Nigeria.